Hi guys, I'm Izzy.
And I'm Riley.
And you're watching today's episode of Generation Imagination.
Today's topic: what are the expectations stereotypically placed on teenagers, how are they harmful, and how can we combat those stereotypes?
Let's get to it! The younger generations, and specifically teenagers in the younger generations, are often looked down upon by elder generations.
Adults place expectations on teenagers based on stereotypes. These stereotypes display teenagers as lazy, unmotivated, uncaring, and ill-mannered.
These stereotypes not only paint a negative picture of all teenagers, but also contribute to the typically low self-esteem levels present in teenagers, and don't actually make teenagers want to help out in their community. The few teenagers that make local headlines when their work is recognized are too few and far between to inspire teenagers to want to help out their community, and are seen as the exception rather than the rule.
Our goal at Generation Imagination is to motivate teenagers to break those expectations and stereotypes put on by participating in community service and expressing their opinions. We want to help teenagers become respected, participating members of society and create the role of a motivated, caring teen as a rule and not the exception.
This is a task that seems impossible, yet groundwork has already been done to achieve this goal.
After nearly 25 gun violence incidents in schools this year, teens have started calling for better gun control and more laws protecting these children from shooting incidents. These teens organized rallies and National Walkout Day and spoke at events.
Other examples of teenagers rallying together include the two siblings behind the One More Generation project, which is focused on preserving animals on the endangered species list, and the Restless Development Project, a completely youth-led global organization focused on empowering youth to volunteer inside their communities.
These actions by teenagers began to reshape the idea that teenagers were lazy and uncaring. After all, these were teenagers who cared about the topic they were fighting for, and they organized and attended many of the events.
So how do we keep this energy going? How can we continue to deconstruct the stereotypes around teenagers?
In order to fully deconstruct the stereotypes, teenagers need to show the world that they can rise up to a challenge, even if it's large and daunting. Backing down from a challenge displays fear and can make people believe that the person is not interested in making a real impact, or is simply too lazy to put in the work. By rising up to the challenge you are provided with, you can show your community that you are not the stereotype.
Our ideal goal is to allow all teenagers to break this stereotype. Again, this seems impossible, and it's definitely a hard goal to reach, but even just one teenager who breaks the stereotype can set goals for others to follow in their footsteps. Together and slowly, we can work to turn the stereotypical teen from moody and lazy to caring and hardworking. In other words, we can create a better minimum standards from teens and encourage them to go above and beyond those standards.
But really, it falls to the teenagers to break this stereotype. We need to start exceeding expectations and aiming for the stars.
But how do we prove ourselves to be capable of a challenge?
Start off by tackling the little challenges. Community service is a great starting point. It'll create trust between the teenager and the community, and it's a great way to get involved. You're also showing that you can handle a challenge.
Dream big. If you have a great idea, work to accomplish it. And don't be afraid to ask for help from friends, family, peers, and mentors if you need it. They're great resources to use when you need an extra pair of hands.
The most important aspect is to remember to not back down. With a realistic plan and passion, you can make your dreams come true. Fight for equality, help your world. It's up to you to find out what you can accomplish.
Rising up to challenges will help teenagers break the harmful stereotypes placed on them.
So let's get started.
What challenges do you want to accomplish? And how are you going to do it? Let us know in the comments below.
You can start a project or pick one up again and help change the world.
Don't let the negative stereotype that typically surrounds teenagers stop you from accomplishing something.
Even if you're a teenager, you can still make an impact on the world.
That's all we've got for today, guys.
Tweet and tag us in pictures of you guys breaking stereotypes and conquering challenges.
We'll be back next week with another video.
Riley
and Izzy
signing off.